brave, proud, loyal, fierce. When I think of an American veteran, these are the words that come to mind.
Welcome to the 2020 Denham Springs Junior High Veterans Day presentation. Although we could not meet in person to recognize our veterans due to current restrictions, we hope to show our support, appreciation, and gratitude to all of the men and women who are serving or have served in the United States Armed Services, and particularly those within our Denham Springs Junior High family. Their sacrifice, valor, and virtue in moments of despair cannot be understated or overvalued.
Veterans Day is a special day in the hearts of many Americans, but it has not always been a recognized holiday. Here is the historical account of this prestigious day.
Veterans Day is a holiday celebrated in the United States that honors everyone who ever served in the military. But it wasn't originally called Veterans Day. World War I, known as the Great War, was fought in the early 1900s. An armistice, or agreement to stop fighting, was signed on November 11th at the 11th hour of the day in 1918. That is a lot of 11s, and they are an important part of this holiday.
A year later, President Wilson created Armistice Day on November 11th to remember the end of World War I. It was celebrated with parades and people stopping what they were doing at 11 a.m. to remember the end of the war and to honor soldiers who fought bravely.
Thank you. In order for us to truly understand the value of our veterans, we must understand the history of the branches of the military that they served under. Here is a brief overview of the United States Army.
The Army is the main ground force and largest branch of the military. The Army's job is to control and fight on land using land troops, tanks, and artillery. The Army is considered the oldest branch of the military. It started as the Continental Army from 1775 to August 7, 1789, when the War Department, now known as the Department of Defense, was formed.
Thank you. Now we will continue with the Air Force.
The United States Air Force is the aerial warfare branch of the United States Armed Forces. It was a part of the United States Army until September 18, 1947. The U.S. Air Force is the largest and most technologically advanced air force in the world. It has thousands of aircraft in service, including bombers, fighter aircraft, transports, and other kinds, and hundreds of intercontinental ballistic missiles. Hundreds of thousands of men and women are on active duty in the Air Force, and others are in the reserves in the United States National Guard.
Thank you. Next, we will hear about the United States Coast Guard.
The Coast Guard's purpose is to protect the people, environment, industry, and security of the United States on seas, lakes, and rivers. To do this, the Coast Guard uses boats, ships, helicopters, and airplanes to stop smuggling and other crime and terrorism, and to rescue ships and boats in danger. The Coast Guard traces its roots back to the United States Revenue Cutter Service, which was created by Congress on August 4, 1790. As such, the Coast Guard is the oldest continuous seagoing service of the United States.
Thank you. Now to bring us to the United States Marines. It will be followed by an overview of the United States Navy.
The Marines are responsible for delivering task forces on land, at sea, and in the air. The Marines work closely with the Army, Navy, and Air Force. As America's expeditionary force in readiness, the U.S. Marines are forward deployed in an effort to win battles swiftly and aggressively in times of crisis. The Marines were created in 1775 as a special maritime service. Samuel Nicholas, the first commissioned officer in the Corps, founded the Marines. The birthplace of the Marines is in Philadelphia at the Tun Tavern.
The United States Navy is part of the U.S. Armed Forces. The Navy mainly deals with ocean-based military actions. The Navy was called the Continental Navy from 1775 until Congress established the Department of Navy on April 30, 1798. The Navy uses all sorts of battleships, including destroyers, aircraft carriers, and submarines. The U.S. Navy is significantly larger than any other Navy in the world, and it is armed with roughly half the world's aircraft carriers. The mission of the Navy is to maintain, train, and equip combat-ready naval forces capable of winning wars. deterring aggression, and maintaining freedom of the seas.
We would now like to recognize and honor our most distinguished guests. From all of us here at Denham Springs Junior High, let us continue to thank all veterans for their eternal commitment to the valiant protection and defense of our American freedoms we enjoy each and every day. Thank you for watching.